Hello and welcome back to Tuk-Tuk Travels. Whilst in Ho Chi Minh City, we also took a trip to Tay Ninh to see the main cathedral and birthplace of the Cao Dao religion. Cao Daoism was founded in Vietnam in 1926. A semi-Christian religion. It goes on the list that in the beginning there was Tao, ceaseless, formless essence. Now, as the Big Bang occurred, God was created. But without the ability to then create the universe himself, God took a part of him and made the Mother Buddha. Now he took over and created the force of Yang, while the Mother Buddha took the force of Yin. And when Yin and Yang combined, the universe was then created. So, although it's, as I said, it's a semi-Christian religion, it borrows bits from lots of religions from all over the world. As I said, there's the Mother Buddha. And there are 3 levels of worship. At the bottom you have your saints. After this you have sages, and the very top is the Buddha. This idea of the Buddha is finally leaving the birth-life cycle. Both God and Jesus, for example, are depicted as being Buddhas because they are free of the birth-life cycle. And it's the aim of all people in Cao Daoism, or in Cao Dao, to ascertain the level of Buddha. In the birth-life cycle, you can, after being a human, if you've done well in your life, you can be reborn as a saint, as an angel, or a sage. And these have, although they're not free from the birth-life cycle, they have long life periods in heaven. And they can, after that, ascertain the level of Buddha, who is free from the birth-life cycle and an entity. 2 examples, actually, of saints in the Cao Dao religion are Sun Yat-sen and Victor Hugo. Now, Victor Hugo is believed to ascertain the level of a saint because his writing about the poor and measures in Paris and France, trying to improve the lives of the poor there, which is makes me thought. Obviously, him being French, and 1926 still being French-occupied Vietnam. So yeah, pretty cool. The building itself was beautiful. It was stunning. It's a very odd building, actually. Lots of pagodas and colours. And the logo is the all-seeing eye. Now, interestingly, it's always the left eye, because obviously God is in control of Yang, which is the left side of the body. So it's always God's left eye. Inside the temple as well, it's all very colourful. And the people are colourful as well. According to their rank in the church, they wear different coloured robes. Without meaning any offence, you go inside and the first impression is quite occultish. They're chanting their hymns, all dressed up in these robes. But their religion itself is nice principles. They're vegetarianism, non-violence, ancestors. And it's a nice idea. But although mainly Vietnamese religion, there's about 3 million Vietnamese people who follow Cao Daoism. There's also now about 80,000 around the world, mostly Viet Cong, Vietnamese expatriates, I suppose. Yeah. We also visited the Cu Chi tunnels, which were the base of operations for the Viet Cong around Saigon in the Vietnamese War. Now, it was actually a very interesting day. I mean, you think you're going to go there and just see a bunch of tunnels, but our guide was fantastic. They showed you different types of tunnel, booby traps that were completely littered the place. They explained the American offences, trying to break down the tunnel system, how they did it, how they failed, how they succeeded. And you get to go in tunnels. So this our tour guide opens up a little trapdoor in the floor and says, "Who's going to jump down?" And everyone's kind of like, So me, I'm like, me, I am going. So I pushed my way through the old people and jumped into this tunnel. Now, my father being my father then stood on the trapdoor lid for a while, so I couldn't get up. But no, I'm always the first to volunteer for things. Crazy, stupid things. I'm like, yes, me. It's all good and fun. But yeah, so we got to go through the tunnels. We're actually told later that the Viet Cong tunnels, after being established as a tourist attraction, were widened for the average Western person to actually fit through. I mean, there's still a man on our tour who decided not to go into the tunnels because his girth would not allow it. But you have to crawl through the tunnels. I did the long way, obviously. Although I didn't do it, you can also fire off some machine guns, some Vietnamese War era machine guns. And no, it was very good. Exploring the tunnel systems, identifying traps and how they work. There are lots of spikes, lots of poison-tipped spikes in many different forms. Twisting, revolving, shooting spikes. Not very friendly. But unfortunately, the Americans, to try and combat the tunnels, completely bombed the area. And it was once a lush forest, and it's now pockmarked with craters and scars, which is a shame. But very interesting. We were saying earlier about the American killing heroes. There was a video there talking about the tunnels, and it was very anti-American. In a very, yes, it was very, the American killing heroes did this, the American killing heroes did that. This woman is an American killing hero. She was just a normal woman, and then the Americans killed her family, so she became an American killing hero. A few of the Americans there were getting a bit on edge, but I found it quite humorous myself. War isn't humorous, obviously, but perhaps the wrong words. But no, it was actually a very good day at the tunnels. It rained in the afternoon, and boy does it get humid in the forest and the tunnels. And think these people live there year on year. These tunnel systems contain hospitals, they contain schools, cabinets, war cabinets. They lived in these tunnels, and there's just no air. It's an incredible feat that they accomplished it. My hats are off to them. I'm not sure I would have survived in these tunnels for years on end. But a very good day out. And that's about what we did in Saigon. So from there we flew to Da Nang and to the historical town of Hoi An. Unfortunately, I think that's all I have time for in this video. So next time I'll tell you all about Hoi An and hopefully get onto the capital, Hanoi, and Ha Long Bay, and what we did in the rest of our trip around Vietnam. Until then though, goodbye.